You need to hear this. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was this bad for Canelo Alvarez. Payday, payday, you want payday? I know that Canelo Alvarez will be in attendance for the David Benavidez fight. There's only one small problem. He don't want to fight David Benavidez. And in this video, I'm going to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, you going back to the box. Listen, Canelo Alvarez is tripping. New reports come out, and it has suggested that Mr. Alvarez will be in attendance for the Cinco de Mayo fight in Las Vegas this weekend with David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, and Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, right? And Canelo's supposed to be ringside. It's a great card highlighting a lot of Mexican and or Latino fighters in the game. Now, I know it doesn't sound like a big deal. The fans are saying, oh, but Ego, what's the big deal? Canelo can go wherever he shall choose. He could go where he pleases. Rightio. But I'm going to explain for the remainder of this video why that looks bad for Canelo. And I'll start with the juicy stuff first, because I like to give you guys a lot of bang for your buck for clicking on my video. If you like this video, at the end, let it be known then. So the most important thing is Canelo Alvarez avoided David Benavidez. That's right. He avoided David Benavidez while the whole world of boxing was like, we want this fight. Then it grew from we want this fight to we need this fight. We need to see an outcome. And guess what Canelo Alvarez did? He came up with excuse after excuse after excuse. And now it's to the point where not as many people even care about it anymore. That's the thing with boxing. Boxing, you got to strike while the iron's hot. And I've used this analogy before, but I liken it to your appetite, your hunger, right? You could have a craving on Saturday. Let's say you woke up and you're like, I want some pizza. A pizza sounds good, but you're broke and you can't swing a pizza, so you got to eat a sandwich at home. And then you get paid the following Friday. But guess what? You've allowed time to elapse. So there's no guarantee that that pizza craving from last Saturday, where you was feeling like a Ninja Turtle, cowabunga, dude. And Michelangelo is a party, dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, turtles in a down, earn 'em out. Right? That craving that you had 6-7 days ago, now that you got paid, there's no guarantee that you want pizza. You could have started your diet by then, you know? So even though now you got paid and you could afford the pizza, you don't even want it anymore. And that's how boxing works. We wanted Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, oh my God, to this day, when he was undefeated, when he was the WBC champion of the world, when he wanted a body on his record so bad, right? That's when we wanted to see him fight Anthony Joshua. Now, some people will still watch it, but people will watch crackheads fight in the mall, you know what I mean? And film it. So that don't really say much. People will watch a lot of stuff, but you could have got it done when the world was requesting it. Canelo didn't do that. You know what I mean? So why are you going to a card headlined by David Benavidez? And the Canelo Man fans, the Chupapi Muñeños, right? They're going to always have excuses for that boy, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Back in the day on my channel, you know, when my messaging then was what it is right now, Canelo needs to fight David Benavidez. They were coming up with all types of excuses. They're like, Canelo, he's in demand. He's going to get to your boy Benavidez. He's going to whoop Benavidez next. This was years ago. And guess what? The Canelo fans still haven't proven me wrong. And Canelo still ain't fought against David Benavidez. So now we're at a point where it's like, we already know what it is. Benavidez, he was given the task of doing the blind ranking, and the last name that came up was Canelo. He was like, I don't even want to put him on the list. Put him at 15. I don't even want to put him in the top 10. And he's done several interviews where he called Canelo the P word, said he's a beezy, said he don't want to fight, said he's scared. Why are you going to this man's fight card? You know what I mean? Now, I get it. The Canelo stands, they're going to be like, oh, ego. He's going to support Jaime Munguia. That's his stablemate. Who cares? Jaime Munguia is on the undercard, cool. But to me, it looks embarrassing. One, as I've said throughout this video, you denied the potential for a passing of the torch type of fight. Nobody did that to you. You had your moment with Floyd Mayweather. You just weren't good enough to beat him, right? So you didn't get the torch in the conventional way like Floyd Mayweather did by beating Oscar De La Hoya, like Oscar De La Hoya did by beating Julio Cesar Chavez twice, right? You never gave that moment out. You rather go on a British bashing tour where you were fighting Billy Joe Saunders and Turkish fighters, average eardrum, all these people, never gave Benavidez that look because you knew if he beat you, first of all, it'd probably be brutal in a taxing fight and he could potentially really embarrass you. But Canelo also knew that you would have a Latino fighter that is popping and lit, and Canelo just wasn't going to give him. So he gave it to a smaller fighter like Terrence Crawford, probably thinking Bud's too small, and then Bud ends up beating him and then retires. So it's like Canelo, I don't even understand how he has the same fanfare at this point. You've seen his moves fighting the old Kovalev, but you didn't want to fight the youthful 175 pounder in Artur Beterbiev. And then when Bivol beat you, you didn't want to fight Bivol in a rematch. You didn't want to fight David Benavidez, but a little Crawford, a smaller Jermell Charlo. You're all up for those fights. You know what I mean? And now you're going to his fight for what? You weren't trying to fight him? It also looks bad because you let David Benavidez take your Cinco de Mayo date, and then now you're going to be in the crowd. This is supposed to be your event in Las Vegas. Boom. Check out my unpack coming up soon. I know it's heat. And subscribe, hype up the video. I'm the best.